Nessa girl, this time I don't even want y'all to buy the tea for yourself. How about y'all click the link in the description box and buy the tea to send the Kim Burrell fat, mean, nasty, Donkey Kong looking ass? How about we do that in the name of Jesus? Do a little charity work for the gorilla. Bye. Oh, shucks, now the good old church people gonna be mad with me, baby, because I'm coming for one of their own. None other than legendary vocal coach, Christian singer, Kim Burrell. Once again, she don't got her big, fat devil, Ashley Stewart clothes wearing ass in the pulpit, in the podium, being rude and being everything except God-like and Christian-like, and then had the nerve to issue an apology that came off more like a threat. But if y'all think this is a video where I'm going to sit here and just go in and let half on Kim Burrell, you partially correct. But I also want to take a moment to examine the culture that allows for a Kim Burrell to exist. Want to talk about it? Here it goes. Nessa girl, recently Kim Burrell took to the podium to address the congregation where she was speaking, and she said some things that were highly offensive to a lot of people. It was captured obviously on camera phone and is driven the internet ablaze. So in Kim Burrell's speech, she was saying, you know, sometimes you have to question the people you around. You know, do you live in a trailer or do you live in a home? You know, how long you been broke? Are your bills in your little cousin's name? And you know, the sad part about it is, unfortunately, Kim Burrell is describing a large percentage of church goers. Kim Burrell is describing a large percentage of the general American public. Her message, her sermon, her speech, whatever you want to call it, could not have been any more tone deaf at this time in American society. But here's the thing that gets me. As a woman of God, as a Christian singer, as somebody who's supposed to be so steeped in the church, why are such trivial matters so important? And she sums up her speech talking about, you know, it's about people making, it's not about what people have, it's about their choices. So the question I have for Kim Burrell is, if I said to said person, you live in do you live in a trailer? Do you live in a home? Are your bills in your little cousin's name? And they said yes. At that point, Kim Burrell, what is your suggestion that I'm supposed to do? Am I then supposed to turn my back and leave them alone? Am I supposed to move away from them and shy away from them? And I know that deep down inside, the answer in her heart is yes, because Kim Burrell has been rich, for church rich, black rich, nigger rich, for however long she's been rich, and she may live in her own bubble of gospel richness without realizing the fact that there are people out there who have real life problems that are beyond choices. Poverty exists. Poverty is cyclical. And again, like I said, it's just not godlike. But here's the thing. Kim Burrell has exemplified ungodly and unchristian behavior for the longest while, and y'all continue for whatever reason to let it slide. And it's not funny. Like, it's just not funny. And I find it odd, and this is not an attack on churchgoers, but I find it odd the way that y'all are able to cherry pick scriptures and cherry pick cliches to undergird your cognitive dissonance. Well, the church ain't about Kim Burrell. Well, read the Bible for yourself and find your own study. Your church is in your heart and not the people. No, 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 no. Because if Kim Burrell was the CEO of a company, y'all would be wanting to boycott that whole doggone company. All right. So it's not far-fetched for people to look at Kim Burrell and the statements in which she made and not want to examine or at least question the black church. I want to know from the leadership of the black church, how do y'all feel about the things that Kim Burrell does? Why does her behavior continue to go on unchecked? I'll never forget that episode of Sunday's Best when that young man was up there singing and she was up there laughing and cackling and whispering about this young man while he was up there singing. I don't know if any of y'all have ever performed live. I don't know if any of y'all have ever had to audition for something related to your dreams, but it's not easy. As somebody who goes on routine auditions, who's been in the business, it is not easy being that vulnerable in front of a group of people whose job are to judge you and to see somebody whisper and snicker and cackle about you. See, I've been checked Kim Burrell's spirit. And I did a video way back when going in on how I'm going to post the link down in this video. I'm a changed person right now. God don't change me. So I'm not going to sit up here and do all this hooping and hollering about Kim Burrell and calling her all out her name because I've grown past that. But what I want to understand is what culture is being cultivated that allows a Kim Burrell to exist. The woman has shown that she is beyond vain. She got on the podium one time and said, y'all laughing about my boots, but half of y'all wearing swaddling cloths. In this speech, she also talked about basically, y'all can come book me. I'm not as expensive as y'all think I am. And I'm not saying that people who are of the ministry and of the church should be committed to a life of destitution. But her and Juanita Bynum with these booking fees and running around and talking about, come book me, I'm not expensive. For some reason, I just don't like God and money and God and church and booking and God in the same conversation. I don't know if a representative needs to be doing that or not. It just is not becoming. And I'm sorry, maybe the flaw is in my thinking. Maybe I put too much hope and too many aspirations and too much pressure on church folks, on people who are at the forefront of the church. Silly of me for assuming that you should be more of an example of how I should be living than Miss Wanda, who is the cashier at McDonald's. Silly of me. Silly of me. I mean, Kim Burrell, you sit in circles with high-ranking pastors and church officials across multiple denominations of church, and silly of me for assuming that you should conduct yourself in a more godly way than the average person walking the street. And if my thinking is flawed, then I am willing to be corrected on that and be educated. But I just find it very odd that Kim Burrell is continuously allowed to go around and, in the name of Jesus, terrorize parishioners. What about the feelings of the person that was in that audience that does live in a trailer? Do you live in a trailer? Do you live in a house? Maybe I'm down on my luck right now and I live in a trailer. Maybe I was born in this trailer and I have not made it out yet. Maybe I was born in this trailer and I'm only 17 years old. And now I've seen this. And now I've got somebody from the highest level of the church or the spiritual world telling me inadvertently that something is wrong with me or that I am less than. Instead of using that voice to advocate for financial literacy and uplifting people, you used it to tear people down within the church. And see, y'all hate when people say things like, this why I don't fuck with the church. But for those of us who tend to be a bit more of the reasonable and the logical side and the practical side of things, this is why I don't fuck with the church. Because if Kim Burrell is allowed to flow through the church community unchecked, then what does this say about the church community at its highest levels? What does it say? Because she gets off that podium, she goes to dinner and go kick it with Donnie McClurkin and Marvin Sapp and Creflo Dollar and all the rest of these people and Kiki and break bread with them, and the behavior goes unchecked publicly. So what are we to believe about how y'all think about your parishioners? Research has already shown that poorer people are more likely to be devoutly religious. That's just science. Please do not twist my words. I'm not saying only poor people go to church. That's not what I'm saying. Research has shown socioeconomically that poorer people are more inclined to be faith-based and devoutly religious. So Kim, you have really offended a large portion of your fan base. So many people scrape together their last few pennies, their last few dollars, put their light bill on a payment arrangement in order to pay their tithes and offerings so these churches can pay your booking fee so your ass don't have to live in a trailer. And you have the nerve to get up in the pulpit and offend these people. It was so tone deaf. Know your audience. I don't know what church you go to, Kim, or what world you exist in where everybody in the church is driving Cadillacs and Rolls Royces. It's just unbecoming. And then you have people who straddle on the fence of faith, the people who are looking for the church, the people who are looking for a reason to shy away from the church, and then bam, here go Kim Burrell, giving them all a reason to. And then to further undergird and provide evidence of how nasty her spirit is, instead of issuing an apology and just leaving it at that because you're the one who did something wrong, instead of being a woman, yet alone a woman of God, just a grown adult woman able to take full accountability of her actions, you issued a half-ass apology wrapped in a whole-ass threat. And let me read you said apology. The apology goes, as a kingdom citizen and a woman of integrity. First of all, I don't know what damn kingdom it is, and I wouldn't want no parts of it, and integrity where, but let me read her statement uninterrupted. As a kingdom citizen and a woman of integrity, I can acknowledge that some of my words, even if said in jest, can be offensive. First of all, you should not be standing in the pulpit talking about people's socioeconomic status in jest. That's not what your ass was there for. You're a singer, not a comedian, even though you look funny as hell. I'm going to keep it godly. My intention is never to hurt anyone, but to spread love, laughter, and more importantly, the gift which God has given me in song. If anyone was offended, I can sincerely say I apologize. With that being said, the irony of this is that those who are criticizing my statement are displaying the very thing they have accused me of. However, it's not been humorous or in jest. My image has been used in multiple places and false statements and narratives have been created. The punitive damages for some are quite lofty. Please be mindful of what is in the Please be mindful of what it is, both written and said via video about me, especially if it contains untruths. Slander and defamation are not taken lightly, especially if it affects my name, image, and brand. Those pages wherein vile comments and false narratives have been created have been noted, reported, and hopefully silenced. Again, I will apologize if anyone thought my humor was malicious, but I will not under any circumstance tolerate harassment or slander or for my character to be defamed. Now, out of this whole statement, you spent more time being defensive than you did being apologetic, which shows to me you're not apologetic. You could care less than the hell what you said. You meant every damn word. You meant every single word that came out your mouth. Just like the people that's coming at your ass mean everything that's coming out their damn mouth. And an eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. Ain't that what the Bible say? The King James Version or one of them damn versions? I don't know. I wasn't the best student in Sunday school. But my point is, you spent what false narratives, Kim? That you're mean, that you're nasty, that you're condescending, that you have a reputation of having a nasty attitude and a nasty personality. This is not a one-off. You have demonstrated through actions of your own that have been caught on video that you're a nasty person. You're a mean girl. You think you better than. You're material. But yet, I'm supposed to want to go occupy some spiritual space in your kingdom? In this kingdom that you parade around in your Gucci and gold, while I wear my swaddling cloths coming out of my trailer? With my lights being in my cousin's name, because yes, my credit is bad and perhaps I fell on bad times. Or perhaps I did make some poor choices. Even if I did, even if all of those things are true, isn't the church the place where I'm supposed to come to find comfort in my situation, to find help in my situation? I don't think the pulpit is the place for comedy. Especially when it comes to real life issues that people are facing. Socioeconomics are one thing that should never be laughed about in church. Maybe the way people dance in church, maybe the way they speak in tongues, maybe the way everybody want to be a soloist, but it's only one solo. Maybe the way, everybody choir director act crazy when they get to the good part of the song. That's good church humor. That's good church. That's good, clean church humor. Miss Charlene on Instagram. That is good church humor. What you did, Kim Burrell, was flat out mean, malicious, nasty, and very indicative of the character that you have displayed over the years. Now, I can't speak to your intentions. I don't know your heart. I can only go based off your actions. And it appears to be habitual. So who are you mad with? Us or yourself? And then the nerve of you to issue threats. So you get to stand up in front of the world with the platform that you have and make a whole slew of people just feel away, feel offended, give a half-ass apology. But then you more concerned about the people who have made videos and comments and things. Let me tell you something. I don't know if you consider my video or my commentary to be malicious or something that's maligning you or defamatory or slanderous, but I wish you would send anything my damn way. I'm ready for you. I got what you want. I got what you need. What's the other part, y'all? Give me, can I get another shot? This time I'm gonna make it hot. I've been doing this too long, so I ain't worrying about you. Whoa! About you. You were supposed to be sitting up there in your Ashley Stewart's finest, overrunning the whole damn church. They say you the vocal coach to the stars, and I promise you, all you do is run like Sha'Carri Richardson. Okay, we know she can run, Lord. The singing ain't even all that damn good. I prefer CeCe Winans any damn day over you, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But church leadership, where are y'all at on this? How is this okay? Where is the call for churches to stop booking Kim Burrell? There needs to be some corrective action in the name of Jesus from the church community, because y'all keep allowing this behavior to go unchecked, and it's not okay. It's not okay. And clearly she does not understand that it's not okay, because the behavior does not go unchecked. Y'all, you know, that's all I got on Kim Burrell. I'm not going to spend too much time touching y'all cloth and y'all anointed people, because I don't need y'all casting y'all spells and throwing y'all holy water and y'all blessed oil on my doorknob and all around my car when I'm trying to go be ungodly in the streets or whatever the case may be. But y'all wanted my 2 cents on Kim Burrell. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. Be sure to like and subscribe if you are new to my channel, and drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this whole Kim Burrell situation.